time, no videos. And it is that time of the year where I get the itch always to document what we're up to and share a little bit about the holiday season. It's my favorite time of the year. And it's already been very busy for us. I feel a little bit behind because last year when I did some Christmas vlogs, I believe I started filming much earlier in November, but better late than never. And I am excited to just kind of, document a little bit of this season in our lives. It's been a very busy season of our lives. Having our 5 kids, if you happen to just, stumble upon my channel somehow. We have 5 kids. I'm married to my wonderful husband, and we range in ages with the kids from 16 down to 5. So we have kids really in every season and stage almost. And that keeps us very busy and very blessed, but very busy. And I always have great intentions of documenting. I still do. I still love when people share. When I watch on YouTube, there's just certain channels. There's literally about 2 or 3 channels only that I, though, am so invested in. And I always love when they share what's going on in their families. And so I see great value in just sharing how different families do things. But we are very busy, and this season of parenting has required much of me and my husband, of course, as well. But as you go into the tween and teen years, I feel like the emotional investment and discipleship and pouring in and steering and helping navigate emotions and new feelings that are, coming up about things. It's much more than I was prepared for, not in a bad way. There's no way that you can prepare, I think, for future seasons of parenting. I think you take it day by day, but we've been so blessed in this season. Our kids are amazing. And the Lord has just richly blessed us. That also being true is that it has been a season of outpouring. Parenting, you're always pouring out. You are always pouring out. This has just been a different type of pouring out. So that just kind of catches you up on just the busyness of life and my great intentions of documenting and sharing, but family and those priorities always come first. So that's why the channel has been lacking and a little empty, but hopefully I can document a few things along the way during Christmas season. I truly go back to certain channels again where I will rewatch their Christmas vlogs. It's like comfort videos for me. So anyway, I hope maybe seeing what we're up to encourages you a little bit, or it's fun to watch. I don't know. But I am getting the day started. It's a Friday, and the reason it kind of clicked in, it would be good to film, is because I remember last year I documented, kind of starting around the time that our women's Christmas tea happened at church. And so that is happening again this weekend. And I am decorating a table again, like I did last year. And so I'm in the midst of the hustle and bustle of getting kind of my table decor planned out. Different people host tables, and so each table is decorated differently, which I think is so much fun to see everyone's creativity and just beauty in how they set these tables. And it's a multi-generational event, so that is also something I love, is when ladies of different ages and stages get together and spend time together. I just love that. So I am doing a lot of different things around the house today. The kids are all in school. That's another big change, is that all of the kids are in school now full time. Last night I stayed up late to prepare my Sunday school lesson, my small group that I teach. I teach high school girls on Sundays with a friend of mine. And so I was preparing my lesson late last night so that today I would have a little more freedom to get some things done. And I've already folded some laundry. Another bit of news, I am a Disney travel agent now. I help people plan Disney trips and Universal and fun places like that. So that's been a fun thing to kind of add in to my life. And so I was working on some of those travel details this morning, helping clients and answering questions and kind of getting information. So I was doing that. And I've been cleaning because the bug man is coming today, and he's doing an interior spray, which, you know, nothing kicks you into gear cleaning your house, knowing other people are going to be in your house. So I was kind of going through straightening and tidying up. We are not decorated for Christmas yet. My tree is up, but we don't have the ornaments on yet because I planned that for when my whole family is here and we can do that together. So our first available night with everyone kind of all in one place will be, again, this weekend. So that'll be coming, getting all the Christmas put up. Anyway, it's already been too long of an intro, but that's what we're up to, and I'll try to take you around a little bit as we go.
Jingle bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed.
Okay, so a little bit of time has gone by. The bug guys came earlier than they had initially told me. And I met this sweetest guy. He was one of the two that was doing the spraying, you know, for our usual bug service. And he was going through the house and he got to our playroom, which I've never shown it, I don't think, in a video, but it is Toy Story. It's decorated like Andy's room and it looks just like Andy's room. And his mind was blown. He was like a young guy and he just said, "This is very healing for me." It was so sweet. And we talked about so many things. We talked about the Lord, and he's a believer. It was just neat. It was a neat conversation. And I don't know, the Lord has given me spiritual eyes a lot more lately of just seeing people for who they are in him. And I don't know if that makes sense, but just taking conversations where they naturally go. And it was just a really neat conversation of encouraging him. And he told me that he'd like to visit our church maybe. It was just neat. But anyway, that happened earlier than scheduled. So I was folding the sock pile and then they showed up. And so now I'm going to maybe make some lunch for myself. I need to do some more Disney quotes or kind of mapping some things out for a couple of clients for their upcoming trips. And then I'm going to actually right now kind of take stock of my table for the tea party to kind of make sure I have my game plan and everything. So we will take a look. Okay, so here's the lay of the land. These are my goblets that I love to use. It's a tea party, so these aren't necessarily teacups, they're mugs. But I found last year that these worked well, and I don't have little crystal teacups, which I should probably, I don't know, it'd be fun to maybe get some of those for next time. But I went with, this is silver polish. I went with a Ralph Lauren Christmas theme because on my Pinterest, I was kind of getting some ideas and I saw Ralph Lauren Christmas kind of popping up a lot. It was before I realized that, y'all, it has gone viral. Just Ralph Lauren Christmas is it. Anyway, so I realized that pretty quickly as I was starting to put things together. But this is my centerpiece that I'm going to use in the middle of the table. My friend Jerry let me borrow this beautiful silver punch bowl. And last night I went down to my basement and I found these bins of just kind of miscellaneous Christmas picks and things that I had saved. And I just kind of started playing around, just kind of putting things in. And there's no foam in it. There's nothing securing the stuff in there, but it kind of is staying because it's weighty. But I don't know, I think I might just leave it, y'all. There's feathers and some antlers. Speaking of antlers, my friend Allison, it's been a group effort, okay? She is letting me use some of these antlers for around the table, which will be great. So I have this for the centerpiece. I was gonna add some red roses in, but that would require me to go around town and get red roses, and I just think we're gonna leave it with the holly berries for the red and call it a day. But my Jerry also is letting me borrow these tartan chargers. So I'm going to do that. I've got these napkins. I love, I think, mixing plaids. I think that's gonna look really pretty. You're kind of getting me processing this in real time. I've got napkin rings. Here's this table topper. So I have a hunter green tablecloth and then this kind of square black watch plaid table topper. You can kind of get like, it's a very pretty combination. And then I'll pull out my plates here in a minute. They were washing in the dishwasher, but I've got some napkins, some velvet napkin rings. I might just kind of look and see what I think as I put some of this together here. A lot of this is gonna just happen in real time tonight when Evie and I go decorate. So I'll see if I can get a plate and kind of do a mock-up. Okay, so here's a little mock-up of the situation. There will be a hunter green solid tablecloth down on the table, and then this is just a square topper that will go over it. So this is the pattern that you'll see the most. I think I'm just gonna put the antlers kind of surrounding the centerpiece. This looks good. Again, I wish I had more of a true teacup, but I think though, even the amount of liquid it holds, I think will be better since we're gonna be seated at a table for a little bit and they can fill their tea a little bit more, if that makes sense. And then like a water goblet. Okay, so here, these came from Pottery Barn years ago. I've just always kept these plates. I love it. Here is one option of napkin rings. So there's the green and then there's the red. And I think I like the pop of red to tie that in. The one thing about these napkin rings is that they're oriented kind of the wrong way for the way that I need the bow to go, but I'll have to play with that. But just something kind of simple like that. I think I'm gonna do the red to kind of tie it all together. Simple, but I think really pretty. You know what I could do? I could call it like a Highlands Christmas. Instead of Ralph Lauren, I could like go with a Scottish vibe. A Christmas in the Highlands. There we go, guys. Christmas in the Highlands. Okay, here we are again. This shows you how the bow is kind of oriented. It's like the ring is oriented vertically. So I've got to figure out, I mean, cloth napkin arranging is not my forte, but I'm gonna have to maybe experiment. But that's kind of a, you know, overview, so to speak. So that will be, oh, and I have silver disposable utensils, and so that will bring in the silver here. And I think that'll be really lovely. You know what I might do? Ooh, I have an idea, hang on. Okay, I added in, I only have two, so they would just have to go kind of on either side of the table. But these candlesticks came from Scotland. When Kurt and I went there to Braemar, they are known for their items made with antlers. Where is it? Yeah, McLean of Braemar. There we go. And I think this is beautiful. This ties in beautifully. So I only have two, but that's okay. One on either side of the table. And I have these battery operated candles, so we don't have to worry about a flame. I just have to make sure they work. I gotta put the batteries in and make sure they work well. But I think that makes for a very beautiful Christmas in the Highlands table. Yay, okay, I have a game plan. That feels so much better. Okay, success with the battery operated candles. Love that. So I will put one kind of on either side of the arrangement. I think our table will seat 6. They have a combination of 6 and 8 tops. I think we'll just grab a 6 top. But I just love that. I think that looks so lovely. And there's no risk of any candle tragedies happening. I love that. This is great. Okay. That's my game plan. So tonight, Evie and I will go decorate our table. So glad I have a game plan now. Thanks for being along on this journey.
Carolers are singing my door. Lovely songs we all heard before as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day.
Okay, here's my little lunch. Soup dumplings, and I have my chopsticks ready. They are so yummy. They have a broth inside them. I think these are the pork and vegetable kind. It's this brand in the grocery store. Here we go. And they are delicious. So I'm gonna sit and eat my lunch. I also have dinner going in the crock pot. And y'all, this has been life-changing. This is honey sesame chicken for tonight. Beehive Meals has changed my life, okay? Changed my life. And they're just pre-prepped freezer meals that you order. And you can see we've already gone through a good bit of them. But they have a soup menu, and they have like a family style entree menu. And you get all these meals freezer prepped, and you just put them in your freezer, thaw them out, and then put it on low for a few hours. And it is delicious. We have liked every single one, which says something because not all of us are picky, but a good number of us are picky. But anyway, tonight we are doing, let's see, this was from the November menu. We're doing the honey sesame chicken tonight. So I'll probably maybe add some rice and a veg. I think my mom might be cooking something too, so we might collaborate. But anyway, that's in motion, which feels really good. So I'm going to eat my lunch, my little dumplings, do a couple of universal quotes, actually maybe just one universal quote for a family, and go from there. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
I am with Evie. Red is the color of the morning. I realized I didn't finish the vlog last night because it kind of escalated isn't the right word. But all of a sudden we found ourselves decorating for Christmas, which was great. That was not the game plan, but the kids were so anxious. Kurt had been out of town and came back, and they were so anxious. And I think it worked fine. I think it worked out really well to just embrace the chaos and decorate. So I didn't finish, I guess, the vlog out last night, but we are here this morning at the Christmas tea. Evie, this is your first year, right?
Yes.
This is our first year to come to our women's tea at church, and we decorated the table last night together, so I'm really excited that Evie can be here. And women of all ages in our church gather, and we hear a speaker, and I saw some maybe music stuff set up so that we might have some worship, I'm not sure, but we're about to go in here and start the tea, and then I think we may do a little Christmassy open house at one of our local shops. So we are starting another day. I told Evie I can't believe that the holiday season is here. It's crazy. But anyway, we are kicking it off. So we are very festive in our red, and we will check back in. Bye.